Hi everybody, it's Nicola here, and we have the grand finale of my 14 by Valentine's Day project pan. Um, okay, so many issues today with my camera, don't get me started. So this video will probably be going up really late, and I've just got stuff all over me. Anyway, so we have our 14 by Valentine's project pan. I'll just find the part on my little book. So we had 14 products that I was trying to hit a specific goal with. I can pretty much tell you that this one was really difficult for me, and I'd say I've got maybe a 40%, maybe 30% success rate. It's not a successful one for me. I'm really sorry. But let's get to it. So the first thing we had on my list, I'm going to go through everything even though I've shown you these empties before, or ones that have hit goal before. The first one was my So fragrance in, well, body mist in white petals. This is available at places like Superdrug and Boots and other places like that. So in like your drugstores and things like this. And they're pretty cheap. This was smell absolutely gorgeous. I actually miss this smell. It's so fresh and so floral. Really nice. Really enjoyed this, and will probably repurchase this again in the future. But I did use it all up, I believe, by the first update. The second item was this Quick Fix Facials face mask. And I bought this in Boots. It was only £5, and it's a mega moisture mask, for dry and thirsty skin, and it says you have up to 10 facials in here. So when we first started, I was up to here, and I am now down to there. So I have used up at least half of this product. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this. So if I can do it like that. So I've literally used up half of the product. I had planned to use this all up because I thought in the 3 months that this project pan was going for, I should at least have done at least 10 facials. But I'm still trying to get into the habit of doing a face mask on a regular basis. I don't do it very often. But I have been trying to do it as often as I can remember to do it. So I've done about 5, I'd say I've done about 5 or 6 facials in this half that I have used. So I have just got this last half to use. But I am really happy with the progress that I've had at this, because if I hadn't put this in the project pan, it would probably still be up here. So, you know, I didn't hit my goal on it, but I am really happy that I've at least used half of it. So, yeah, we're calling that. Okay. The third one was this Ted Baker Body Souffle, and this was done by the second update. I really enjoy using body lotions now when I come out of the shower. It has started to become a bit of a habit now that when I come out of the shower, I put on a nice body lotion all over my body. We quite often always remember to moisturise our face, but we don't always remember to moisturise our bodies. And I've noticed that dry skin on my legs is getting a lot less, and dry skin on my arms as well is a lot less as well. So I'm going to continue this new love of mine, which is body lotion on after the shower. So that has hit goal. The fourth item is my Essence Gel Polish in Candy Love. and I am down to here. I had planned to use this up by the finale, and I kept meaning to use it. I kept meaning to maybe paint my toenails with it because it looks nice on my toenails, but it doesn't look nice on my fingers. It's just, I'm not one for painting toenails because I think it looks, for me, I just think it looks a bit garish. I don't like it on me. Other people can do what they like, it's their toes. I don't like looking at people's feet anyway, so I couldn't care less what people do with their toenails. Just but so this is perfect because I don't like it on my fingernails because it's so much the same colour as my skin, but on my toenails I don't mind it because then I can have a colour on my toenails, but it's not garish because it's pretty much the same colour as my feet. So I had planned to use this more, but I didn't get round to it. Painting my toenails is hard when you're a big girl anyway. Yes, I can reach my feet. I can. But yeah, so I've at least got this down, so I'm quite happy with that, but I wish I'd used it all up. The next one was an item also used in my second update, and that was my Miss Beauty foundation in the shade 2. I did like this foundation and I was quite surprised because it was out of the pound shop. So a pound shop foundation, I mean, it cost £1 and it shouldn't have performed as well as it did, but it did perform well. It pulled a little yellow on me, but that was fine. I could counteract that with a powder or my bronzing, and you know, so that was fine. But yeah, this was in the shade number 2, Candlelight. So yeah, I did really like that. That was completely used up. So that was 3 items. Hit goal. The next one, I'm deeply disappointed in myself. It was the Sleek lipstick in Cherry. It is that one here. I'll give you a swatch. So it is this beautiful colour here. I wanted to get some more use out of it because over the summer months it got a bit sweaty and it wasn't looking too good. It seems to have firmed up again now. It seems to have stopped sweating in the cold of winter, so maybe Sleek lipsticks just don't like the warmth. Which, considering we live in England, we don't have that hot a summer. But I just didn't, I've not been, because I've been getting into my bold eye looks. If you like this eye look, it will be coming soon. But I've been getting into bold eye looks, so I've been pulling more towards a more neutral lip because I've been going for a bolder eye. So I've just not been pulling for it. So there's absolutely, I didn't use it. I just didn't use it. So what I might have to do is put this, I don't know what to do with it. Tell me, guys. I can't pass it on because it's been used. I don't want to throw it away because it is still good, but I guess it'll just have to go back into my collection and wait for another project pan. Maybe Christmas. The next one, I am really happy about this because it is my tiny little sample of Smith & Cult lip gloss. Last update I was halfway and now it is all gone. Let me see if I can get you a little swatch. I'm trying to open this lip gloss. So there is a swatch for you. I ended up using this up because I put it on the little side table where I sit in the living room watching TV, and literally I just kept applying it throughout the day. But it did take me a long time to finish up. It took me until last week, I think, before I actually finished this thing. And it's tiny, and this has been going since the beginning of the project pan, which is about 3 months. I think I've been doing this project pan, and it's taken me that long to use up. Lip gloss and me don't get on, but I did actually enjoy using this in the end. But it is gone, and I have a lip gloss out of my collection. 1 down and 17 more to go. So that is another one out. The next one I'm really happy with, like ecstatically happy with, and it is my Go to the City palette, and it was the highlighter that was in the center there. That is all gone. Yep, I used up a whole entire highlighter. It was just around the edges when I first started the project pan, so I was just having to use that up. But it was quite a soft highlighter, so it was like powdery, and it was just going everywhere every time I tried to apply it. Put it this way, I hit pan the 3rd time I used this highlighter when it was brand new. So it didn't take me long to finish up at all. But as an extra added bonus, in this white shade here, can you see? I hit pan on this white shade as well. I've been using this one to set my eye base. So that has been a great like little extra bonus for this project pan, because I hadn't aimed to hit pan on this shade. I wish I had. I would have had more of a success rate. But yeah, that is an extra bonus. The 2 blushes that were in this palette, I haven't used them up. What I've done is I've repressed them into an Essence highlighter thing. So I've just taken the 2 separate colours, the darker one here and the brighter one there. Just engraved a little sort of apple into it as well to make it a little prettier. So yeah, I just repressed those into there because once I've finished off this little white here, which I should imagine I'll be able to do very soon, because I do use it every day, I'm going to declutter this whole palette. I'm not going to bother trying to use up those dark colours. It's just never going to happen. So I will be decluttering a whole palette. So happy. Yay! So really chuffed about that one. The next one, I knew I was never going to use up this product, but I just wanted to get more use out of it and to actually form an opinion on whether I liked it or not. And it is my e.l.f. Liquid Molten Eyeshadow, and it is in the shade Rose Gold. For the first few months of this, I had no idea what to do with it. It's a stunning colour. There it is. It is a stunning colour, and it goes on wet and then dries down and doesn't move. So you have to blend it while it's still wet very quickly. So do one eye at a time, really. That's what I suggest anyway. And for the majority of this project pan, I didn't know what to use it with, or what I looked to use it with. And then I was playing with my Naked Heat palette by Urban Decay, and this shade, the Rose Gold, looks stunning with the colours that are in the Naked Heat palette. It matches and just blends with those colours so perfectly. I think this is probably going to be the lid colour that I use when I use that palette, because it's stunning, and this goes nowhere until you remove it. So it is a really good product, and I'm really glad that I've finally eventually found an eyeshadow palette that it works with, because until I discovered that it worked well with the Naked Heat palette, I was thinking of decluttering this, giving it away to a friend or something to play with, because I just couldn't get along with it. But now I've discovered that it works well with the Naked Heat palette. I am keeping this baby, and I will be using it again in the future. So very happy with that. So in a sense, this has hit goal, because my goal was to get some use out of it and form an opinion on whether I liked it or not. And I like it. I have formed an opinion and I like it. So hit goal, generally. Although it's not panned, if you know what I mean. But it was never a panning goal. Anyway, you know what I mean. Girl can waffle. The next one, you know I can waffle. The next one was a single eyeshadow. This is in the shade Twilight. This is from Tesco's eye makeup company, Barbara Daly. I just wanted to get some use out of it. I was hoping to hit pan, but these eyeshadows are notoriously hard to hit pan on. They're really hard pressed. But I used this on my eyelid the other day. It was gorgeous. So yeah, really, really nice. It looks dark in the pan, but it comes out really soft. So really, really liked using that, but didn't hit goal with that one. The next item was kind of to go with that eyeshadow, and it was my Rimmel Kate eyeshadow stick. This is in the shade Deep Amethyst, and we had a bit of an issue in that the pencil came out, but I have discovered that this is great as an eyeliner. So I've been using this like with a pink and purple kind of eye look, and then using this as an inner corner, like an outer corner darkening, and then across the top of my eyelid as like an eyeliner, and it is absolutely stunning. And I do struggle to do eyeliner close to my lash line. I actually struggle to get it close enough. But this one I can get in there and really do nicely. So that is what I'm going to use this as from now on. I'm going to use it like an eyeliner. So yeah, really, really enjoyed using that. And if I can show you the progress on it, I started up here and then I got to there, and then I didn't have any progress for a while, and now I'm down to there. So I have used about a centimetre worth, which is really, really good, because I very rarely use this beforehand. This was practically brand new when I put it in this project pan, so to get a centimetre use out of it, that is great, because I don't sharpen these every time I use them. I'm not doing that, not wasting it. Okay, the next item was my Makeup Revolution single eyeshadow in Paper Looks, and this is a gorgeous like inner corner highlighter, brow bone highlighter and cheek highlighter, and I did eventually get some use out of it. Don't know if you can see, but yeah, I eventually got some use out of it. So it is there, as you can see, it's very nice and subtle and pretty. So yeah, put it on the inner corner of my eyes and on my brow bone, and it is really, really nice. So really like that. And then the final 2 items out of the 14 was this Smooch eyeshadow duo, and it is in the shade Seattle. My mother-in-law gave me this, and when she gave me it, I thought, oh, it looks like an e.l.f. or a NARS sort of duo. But I thought it's a cheaper version. It's probably not a well-known, it's definitely not a well-known company. I've never heard of Smooch before, and I've never heard anyone else talk about Smooch. So it's probably not going to be very good quality. Oh my God, was I wrong? I love these shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. They give such a subtle, everyday look, but the two shades blend together so gorgeously. You don't have to blend them because they meld into each other so gorgeous, but they still have definition between the two shades. And guess what? I hit pan! I hit pan on both shades. So yeah, look at that. And I hit pan because I fell in love with this duo. It's so gorgeous on my eyes. I put this one from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then I put this one on the outer corner in towards the middle. They just blend together so gorgeously. You don't have to do a lot of blending. They will merge into each other without distorting the two colours. They are gorgeous, and I have fallen in love with this little duo. So thank you very much, mum-in-law. You have given me a gorgeous eye duo that I absolutely love. So thank you very much. So that is it. That is my 14 by Valentine's Day Project Pan finale over and done with. I have hit goal on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. So 6 out of 14 isn't a great sort of percentage. Like I say, it's about 30, maybe 40%. But I am really, really happy with getting use out of all of these products. I did use everything, even if the sleek lipstick I only used once or twice. But I did get use out of things. I found some new things that I didn't realise I loved. So these 2 items. I've been doing more masks because of this. And I've even started painting my toenails because of this. So, not a great project pan success, but a great success in discovering what I already own in my makeup collection, finding some new loves and some, you know, just some new things. And that, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
I've been known to be impatient. I've been